So the Red Devils have signed 20 years old Atalanta striker Rasmus Hojlund. But the question here, how good is he? It is no secret that Manchester United were in desperate need of a new number 9. Cristiano Ronaldo's departure last November left a gaping hole in the squad. United passed on a permanent deal for Hojund, who only managed to score twice in 31 appearances after his arrival at Old Trafford in January, leaving Erik with only Anthony Martial left to call upon as a natural centre forward. By this stage, he will be well aware that the injury-plagued Frenchman cannot be relied upon. Marcus Rashford, meanwhile, is riding high after his first 30-goal campaign, but he has always been better suited to a left-wing role than a centre striker. United needed a ruthless marksman up top and were credited with an interest in some of Europe's finest. Ten Hag's initial shortlist reportedly included Tottenham talisman Harry Kane, Napoli sensation Victor Osimhen, and Eintracht Frankfurt's Randal Kolo Muani, but United were priced out of a deal for Kane and Osimhen, also proved too pricey, and the Kolo Muani links cooled also. Enter Rasmus Hojlund. After lengthy negotiations, United have finally agreed a deal for Hojlund worth an initial 75 million euros or 65 million pounds plus 10 million euros or 9 million pounds in add-ons. He has arrived on a 5-year contract, an indication that the Red Devils are banking on him become their long-term number 9. Hojlund has enjoyed a breakout 2022-2023 season in the Serie A, but is he ready to lead the line for one of the biggest clubs in the world football? Hojlund made the move to Graz for just 1.9 million euros and made an instant impact at Liebenauer Stadium. He scored twice on his debut for the club, leaving Tyrol defender Raphael Behoyne completely stunned. He will be worth every penny, Behoyne told Laola. He is an absolute machine. When he has space, he is very difficult to defend against. Graz manager Christian Ilzer soon realized that Hojlund was in a different class to his peers in the dressing room. Graz went on to finish second in the Austrian Bundesliga behind Red Bull Salzburg with the help of Hojlund, qualifying for the Champions League playoffs. It was Atalanta who won the race for his signature, though, as Graz accepted the Italian club's 17 million bid at the end of August. Shortly after his arrival in Bergamo, Hojlund was called up to the Denmark national team for the first time and earned his first cap from the bench in a memorable 2-0 National League victory over France. Hojlund only started 4 Serie A games for Atalanta between September and December. The Denmark international scored in each of his first 4 appearances in 2023, which set the stage for a stunning performance in Rome. Hojlund was back on international duty with Denmark in March. In their opening Euro 2024 qualifying clash against Finland, the 20-year-old scored a brilliant hat-trick to give Kasper Hojlund's side a 3-1 victory and helped himself to another 2 goals in their surprise loss to Kazakhstan on match day 2. Hojlund continued to shine for Atalanta after the international break and finished the campaign with a respectful total of 10 goals and 4 assists from 34 appearances in all competitions. Hojlund's rise has been remarkable, but it's easy to forget that he was still a teenager at the start of the year. When it comes to his general League Cup play, Hojlund can still be quite erratic. He is not the most accomplished passer, and his decision-making in possessing certainly needs to be improved. Patience will be needed. Ten Hag's ultimate vision is to build a team capable of dominating possessions in the same way as rivals Manchester City. So the biggest question here, can Hojlund be Erling Haaland 2.0? Hojlund's hawkish fame and ruthless style of play have naturally seen him compared with Hojland, who also made his name in the Austrian Bundesliga at Salzburg. Gasperini has also drawn similarities between the two players, but Hojlund has insisted that he still has a long way to go before he can be mentioned in the same bracket as the Norwegian. Hojlund lags behind Haaland in terms of shot volume, which goes some way to explaining why the City man's goal record is so vastly superior. However, Hojlund has the potential to score a greater variety of goals, given the fact he is more comfortable than Haaland with his weaker right foot and poses a slightly bigger threat in the air. Being dubbed in New Haaland doesn't do Hojlund any favors, but he also has the potential to make a lasting impression on the Premier League if deployed in the right system. The only question is whether or not he is ready to deliver at the very highest level on a consistent basis.